welcome back to the channel. Today we will be doing a chit chat get ready with me on this rather bold look. It didn't quite turn out how I thought it was going to, but stay tuned to see how this mess unfolds. I apologise for my hair. I've just shoved it up because I hate having my hair down when I'm doing my makeup, so it's just out of the way for now. I'm hoping in the intro my hair was done. Fingers crossed. I'm sure I mentioned in the intro I'm doing a chit chat get ready with me, doing a look I've never done before. Is it going to go well? Who knows? So let's get started. I am going to start with the Yes to Cucumbers primer. It's the Cooling Hydrating Primer Stick. I don't know if I like this. It's the only primer I have at the moment, and is it a placebo that I think it works? I don't know. I put it on anyway because I want to use it up, and you will see why for an upcoming video, but that will be next week. I'll explain why I want to use it up, but I just put it on anyway because I think it doesn't make my makeup look bad, so it must be doing something. So I just pop that on pretty much all over my face. I'm just going to take my fingers, they are clean, just to pat it in. Don't really know if it needs patting in. It does leave your skin quite tacky, and it is hydrating and it is cooling. So I think, like, overall the principles of a good primer, it probably is good. Would I recommend to buy it? No. Would I buy it again? No. But I've just used it for so long now, I don't remember what any other primer feels like. And I've used only that tiny bit, still a great big bit to go, so the more the better in this case. Now, very exciting, I am trying for the first time the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I've never had anything from Charlotte Tilbury before, I feel very bougie, but I'm hoping to use this today as more as a base than a primer. I'm hoping it's just going to give me a really light coverage, hopefully just smooth out something. Because the look I want to go for today doesn't really need a heavy base. I want it to look quite natural on the face because the eyes are going to be a bit funky, so I'm going to try this out. I got the shade 2.5, which is Fair Pale. I'm a pretty pasty gal, as you can see. So let's give this a go. Ooh, it comes out on a wand. Let's try this. I don't know how much to put on. One thing I will say, I don't like that it's got the doe foot applicator. This is just like really not good. It's not easy. Or I'm doing this without a mirror. I've gone rogue. And I'm just going to take a clean buffing brush and just quickly blend that in. Oh my god, am I recording? Yeah, okay. Okay. It has just given me like this really nice glowy finish. It's not really given any coverage, but it's not a foundation, so it's not going to, but I feel pretty good about that. I'm loving the glow. I definitely could have gone for a shade lighter, I think. I just really worry now. I always used to know I'm gonna be the lightest shade, but now that, oh sorry, Josh has just let the puppy in from having a wee. He was out with the dog as well, don't worry. Yeah, where I used to be the lightest shade of everything, it used to be so easy to buy online, but now that shade ranges are way more inclusive, which is 10 out of 10, I never know what shade I am, so buying online is not easy. But I definitely think I could have gone for a paler shade, but we will make it work. Maybe I'll get into some fake tan this year. My overall first impression of this, I like it. I really like it. I can definitely see myself wearing this like on no makeup days. I mean, I actually have no makeup days where I don't wear it, but if I've got to like rush somewhere or just want a bit of je ne sais quoi, then I will pop this on, and I really, really like it. Next up is another new first impression, although it's not really, because I use this concealer just in a much lighter shade under my eyes. This is the Revlon Conceal and Define. I got it in shade 3. Again, Revlon do such pale shades. Will this be too dark? Will this be too light? I swatched it on my hand and it looks pretty good match, so I'm going to try it on my face now. And I'm just going to sort of really lightly put this over any major blemishes, or I have more red mark, like scarring at the moment, so I'm just going to pop it on that. So this is obviously where I get really bad scarring here, really bad scarring on my chin. Like if I get one spot, it won't pop it, I'll leave it to go away on its own, and I still get hideous scarring. So I am going to just buff it out with the same brush that I used for the Charlotte Tilbury thing, the Hollywood Flawless Filter. Again, this shade is probably a little bit too light for me, but we gonna make it work. So yes, we now have a puppy. Our little Pablo came home last week. I will do a vlog at the end of February because I have a week off with him. I just really want him to just settle in at the moment and just be comfortable at home, and he has a lot of time. Like I've had to beg Josh for this time to film this video because I feel really bad leaving him to do it all on his own for an hour, but he's been an angel looking after the dog. You can probably hear him shouting downstairs where we're training. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I usually use the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. Is it even called that anymore? I don't know. Which is like super high coverage. This is definitely not as high coverage, but I prefer the finish of it. It's less matte, less drying. And I'm pretty happy with how my skin looks right now. Moving on to under my eyes, I'm going to change it up a bit in this video and use the Sample Beauty Erase and Boost Concealer. This is definitely way too light for me. I bought this for spots and it's way too light, the shade I got in number 2. So, whoop, that's my brush hitting the floor. I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of this under my eyes. Again, normally I would use the Revolution one, but I think that's going to be too high coverage for this look. So I'm just going to pop a little bit. Oh my god. Filming with a puppy, man. So I've just put a little bit on the inner portion of my eye. I'm just going to take a brush and blend that out. I just don't like how this sits at all. But we started now, so I shall go on. And then I'm just going to take it sort of up here on the outer part. Really don't like how this sits at all. This is not my favourite concealer in the slightest, but I thought it would work. Need to use it up. Maybe if I just patted it and didn't use a brush maybe, but it's up now. I'm also just going to bring a little bit down my nose. Tiny bit on the centre of my chin. Should I do my forehead as well? Yeah. A little bit up there. The lighting, honestly, it's so dark outside now. So I feel like my face looks a little bit crazier than it actually does. I'm just going to take my foundation brush again and just make sure everything is blended in together. Maybe I should make the lighting a bit warmer. Hang on. I just feel like I look like a little ghost right now. Let's... Ooh, maybe that's better. Oh no. There we go. Is that better? Do I look a little bit less like a ghost? I've been out of the filming game for so long, but I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. Right, perfect. Okay. Not gonna lie, nearly just did my full-on normal routine, and that is not what I need to do today because this look I'm going for, I want it quite blushy heavy rather than bronze, but as you can see my face is a round potato, so I'm going to take a tiniest bit of the Milk Makeup bronzer in Baked because I don't contour because I'm not great at that. So I'm going to take it on a really small brush. Normally, in comparison, I would use this great big brush, and instead I'm going to use this little one. I'm going to take it directly onto the brush and then place it more just in where I would contour, but just not with the right contour colour because we do what we want here. And I'm not bringing that in very far at all. I want to really keep it to the outside. Same with my hairline. I'm going to take it really close to the outside just so I've got little bark break. I've got a little bit of definition, but again, I'm not bronzing up my whole face and taking away from the look. I think little boy's got zoomies. I'm just going to put a little bit along my jawline just to try and give what definition I can there. It doesn't look very blended here on camera, but in real life it is. And then I'm just going to take the tiniest bit down the edges of my nose. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, I think. Just make sure that is blended in. It doesn't look it on camera. I'm just going to go back in with my foundation brush just to make sure it looks a bit more blended. Okay, now for the pièce de résistance, the main bit of the look. Facially, forgot to get my blush out, bear with. There we go. I'm using the Milk Makeup blush in Work. You better work. Go girl. I'm obsessed with RuPaul's Drag Race at the moment. I'm watching the current American one, the current UK one, all the old American ones, old All Stars. I am obsessed at the moment. And I gotta make sure Pablo, you know, knows good TV. So this look is quite blush heavy. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna directly apply it to my cheeks. And more, I normally wouldn't put it this far forward, but we're going to today. And then I'm just going to blend that out with a fluffy brush. And I'm going to bring that blush all the way up to where I would pop my bronzer. And up and on the apples, and just a really blushy look. Love it. Let's do the other side. I feel like a clown. Okay. And then I'm going to pop it on the tippity tip of my nose and across the bridge. Lovely. And I can always go back in and apply more at a later date if I feel like it. Why have I lost the lid to everything? I'm going to pop on highlighter. This is the Morphe Dimension Effect highlight stick in effect number 2. And I'm just going to pop that where I would pop some highlighter on the top of my cheeks. I'm then going to pop it on the end of my nose and a little stroke up. A little bit on my chin. Little bit on my forehead, and then just above my cupid's bow, which I'll have to put that cupid's bow bit back on at some point. Okay, another new product. We have got the Morphe Bake and Set Setting Powder in translucent. Oh my gosh. I think I need to film when they're out of the house. This isn't going well, is it? I'm so sorry. Oh, I've not done much chatting at all, have I? Let me get to the chatting bit once I've put this on. I literally have been going full-blown tutorial mode, not chit-chat whatsoever. Oh my gosh, okay. Bad idea. Holly, I thought, oh, I'll just do a little tip it upside down, and loads has come out. And it doesn't look that translucent to me, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm just going to use this really lightly all over my face. I don't like to bake, I don't like to set, I literally just want to keep things in place. So especially under my eyes. Okay, so far I've used honestly the tiniest amount, but I really like this because I can't notice it massively. I really like this. I have another powder which, should I mention? Probably not. If you want me to, let me know. But I hate it. I hate it. It's in the stupidest tiny container. It goes everywhere. And it looks like putting chalk on your face. And I just don't like it. But that is really, feels really fine. It just feels like, it doesn't feel like I've put anything on, but in a good way, which is what we want. I'm just going to pop some eye primer on. And then we will have a chat. I'm using the P. Louise base in white because it got a shade 0. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on the back of my hand. Then I'm going to take a flattish brush just to pop that all over my lid. We've had Pablo for about a week and I love him so much. He is my baby boy. Am I still zoomed in? Yeah. Yeah, he just, I love that little boy so much. He is a bit naughty. Like, he's a new puppy. But I think the training we're doing is going really well. He's really listening and taking it in. And he's perfect and gorgeous and I love him so much. What other things have been happening? Still pregnant. I am 17 weeks at time of filming. And 17 weeks has been hard. I felt really good for a couple of weeks and oh my god, I look ridiculous. I felt really good for a couple of weeks and this week has just gone downhill. I've been sick. I felt really sick. I've had a really bad heartburn. It's just been really tired. I don't know if it's just because of the added tiredness of puppy and like added, not stress, but like stuff to do. Obviously before, like, I wasn't really doing anything with my time. If I was tired, I would rest, whereas now I've got to think, right, actually, what's Josh doing? Can I leave him? No. Right, puppy time. So it's been a bit harder, but we're pushing on, nearly at the halfway mark. Cannot wait, so excited. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and a white eyeshadow. And I'm just going to pop that in my crease as a blending shade. You will see why. But yeah, I don't really have much else to chit chat about. That's the worst chit chat get ready with me. My whole life this week has just been baby or Pablo. I've definitely felt baby move a lot more this week, which has been nice. I've had days where like it's made me stop and be like, oh, that's baby. Whereas last week I had to kind of sit and not feel for it, but really pay attention. And when I'm at work all day, like I wouldn't have time to do that. So then I get home and be like, oh, I don't know if I felt baby today. I'd be a bit stressed about it. But this week I've definitely had a lot more movements in there. I cannot wait for it to start getting bigger and I can feel them on the outside so Josh can feel them too. But yeah, that's really magical. This is when we're gonna get a bit wild. Okay, so I'm taking my James Charles, this is like the mini artistry palette, and a bright green, taking this green shade. Told you we were changing it up today. I'm just going to take that on a flat brush and pop it on my lid. I'm just packing it really close to the lash line, and then I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush and really work that into my crease. BRB. With this look, I kind of want it to be like a really light green smoky eye, so that it just starts really dark at the lashes, all with one colour, and then just fades really nicely. Will it work out that way? Who knows? Will Josh laugh at me when I go downstairs with bright green eyes? Absolutely. Will I scare Pablo? Probably. But yeah, I promise I will put Pablo in a video soon. So I'm going to go off camera and just finish blending this eye, and then I'm going to move back because I want my camera to work for this video. Do I look mental? Yes. Done the other eye, as you can see. I'm just still blending. But I think I'm pretty much there. The squeaky toys. My heartburn is so bad right now. I've been told if he nips us and it hurts, we're meant to bark at him like a dog, so he feels like he's like hurt his brother or sister. And I can hear Josh just did it for the first. I want to add a bit of a shimmer. So I'm just going to wet a brush. Where am I going to put the shimmer? I don't know. In the centre? Can you see that? Maybe not, I might be too far away. But if there's a shimmer there in the middle, and I'm just going to blend it in a little bit. It's literally just on the centre part. Oh, pulling it on with my finger worked way better. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. Okay. And what should I do now? I know. Because I'm going to put a lash on. Can you see my eyes? Can you see my eyes? Because I'm going to put a lash on. Oh my god. Because I'm going to put a lash on, I'm just going to run the tiniest bit of just pencil black liner that's sharp just along my lash line, just to really blend in the lashes so they don't really stick out so much. I don't know if you can see a difference, but yeah, I've done it now. Definitely wouldn't do a full liner with this look because I kind of just don't think it would go really. I'm just going to do a little bit more blending because I'm not really happy with how it's not quite right yet. I'm going to put some lashes on off camera, but let me show you which lashes I'm going to use first. I'm going to use the Pand lashes in Fleur. They're just like a really small, natural-ish lash that I think will look good. I think like sort of wispy lashes are better than this than a voluminous lash. So I'm just going to pop those on off camera because I cannot do lashes to save my life. Okay, the lashes are just about on, holding on by a thread. It's nothing to do with the lashes, it's just my ineptness in life at putting lashes on. I just need to do under my eyes now, so I'm going to take the green and kind of bring it 3/4 of the way, and then the shimmery colour I put on my lids, I'm going to put that in the inner part of under my eye. I stabbed myself actually in the eye. I'm just going to pop a little bit of mascara worry. Where is it? I think I put it away. Oh, for the love of cheese. I did put it away, but you can now get a bit of a close-up on the eyes. Going rogue, no mirror, just using the viewfinder. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm hoping for the best with that. Brow time! I am an exclusive soap brow user. I don't really use anything else on my brows. This is it. I hope you can see how much I've used. It's a lot. So I'm just going to wet a spoolie and brush my eyes up, and then if I want to fill them in I will, but I don't think I will with this look. Definitely if I wasn't so lazy I could definitely fill my brows in, but I just really like the natural look of it looking all bushy and stuck up. I kind of just like that without filling them in. But sometimes if I do get really gappy bits I will fill them in. And it was that quick and simple. Now I'm a bit annoyed about this bit because I really wanted a gloss to go over this. Can I find my lip gloss? No. Do I only own one lip gloss? Yes. So we're just going to have to imagine it with a bit of lip gloss. So I am taking MAC. This is a little tiny one. Ruby Woo. On a brush. And I'm going to pop this, where's my mirror gone? On just the like real centre of my lip. And with my finger, I had to check I didn't have any other product on that, blend it out. So I'm kind of going for like a juicy lip look, but it would look so much better if I had a lip gloss, so I'm really, really cheesed off about that. I look like an actual clown on this camera, but I really don't in real life. I mean, do I just look like Clown Makeup 101? A little bit. The more I look at it, the more I like it. We're going with it. So this is the finished look. Oh, what a whirlwind of a video. Was the outcome worth it? I don't know. But we've tried some new colours, we've had fun, we've had not much chit chat, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you next week. No, I will. I will see you next week. I will. And yeah. Where do we go from here? I'll see you next time.